We're going to leave the general election business to one side for a moment and talk about a much bigger thing, yes?
Oh, yeah, much bigger. It will make the election seem tiny because scientists have discovered an Earth-like planet that could potentially support human life, and it's only 40 light years away.
So, let's try and explain. What we can see here on the right is an artist's impression of the planet called Gliese 12b.
There are different interpretations of what the planet might look like up close, but have a look. This is, in comparison to Earth, slightly smaller. We're joined now by Dr. Eamonn Kerins from the Jodrell Bank Centre for Astrophysics. Morning to you.
Morning.
Just explain why this is significant.
Well, so it is the nearest planet to us that has a fair resemblance to Earth. That is to say, it is about the same size as Earth, and it's as close to its host star so that the host star will radiate about the same heat that the sun does on Earth, and we know that our temperatures here on Earth allow there to be water and therefore allows there to be life, and so a lot of astronomers are excited about the potential for this planet to host water and perhaps life.
So the judgment is it's roughly the same size as Earth, it's roughly the similar distance from its sun, therefore the atmosphere is potentially similar to here.
So it is about the same size as Earth, to within 10% we know that. The star it's going around is actually quite a bit smaller than our sun. Our sun is a larger than average star. Most stars are quite a bit smaller, so it's a lot less hot, that star. And so actually this planet orbits quite close in. Its year is only about 12 3/4 days long. So if I lived on that planet, I'd be 1,500 years old, which sounds
looking very well for it.
So just forgive my ignorance on these things. So, in theory, if we were to land you on that planet, would you be okay?
We don't know. Almost certainly not, right? I mean, so we've adapted over a long. Life has adapted over billions of years, but human life over millions of years to the atmosphere that we have, and therefore we don't even know yet if this planet has an atmosphere. Although there's hope that the James Webb Space Telescope might be able to tell us.
Explain that bit. What does that mean? What does that mean? It doesn't have an atmosphere. Means what?
As in the air that we breathe here is part of our atmosphere. The planet that we're looking at here, Gliese 12b, we know its size, we know where it is in relation to its star and that it could host water. We don't yet know if it has anything comparable to the atmosphere here on Earth that we need to breathe, that life needs to exist. But there is the potential, we can probe planet atmospheres, and this system is nearby enough, and that's one of the reasons why astronomers are excited about how close it is, that actually James Webb Space Telescope instruments like that could find evidence that it has an atmosphere or doesn't, and what the composition of the atmosphere is. And
there's only a handful with that potential out there, as far as we know at the moment, but 40 light years away, what does that mean in terms of practicalness of getting there?
In astronomy terms, it's right next door. I know to you and I it certainly isn't, right? So it's taking 40 light years literally means even travelling at the speed of light, signals take 40 years, and light could go around, but you can send a communication around the world in 7 times in a second if you send it at the speed of light. So we're talking about an enormous distance here. But there's very few stars nearer to us than 40 light years away. And as you say, there's only been a couple of systems that have been comparable to this, where we've tried to look for evidence of an atmosphere. And this one is the best target yet because it's quite a bright.
Why was it 3 different colours in that picture? Is that just an artist's impression? Obviously, artist impression.
It's an artist's rendition. Okay. We certainly don't know anything about what the planet will actually look like. That's
I mean,
for sure.
Somebody said earlier, is there a possibility that there are life forms on Gliese 12b looking at us and thinking, oh, there might be life there?
The great thing is, at the moment, we don't know, but we're on the cusp of being able to tell, because when we probe atmospheres, we can actually, like our atmosphere, shows evidence of life. The abundance of oxygen produced by photosynthesis, methane produced by decaying living matter, those sorts of abundances produce they're biomarker signatures. They're evidence of life ongoing on our planet. And we are capable now of being able to try and find those signatures in other nearby planets.
We are all on a major learning curve. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Charlie, cheers.
Fascinating.